A police officer from Lyndhurst who was on board Amtrak 188 when it derailed gives his first on-camera interview to News 12 New Jersey. Mike Keane was also a volunteer firefighter, and some heroic instincts immediately kicked in. Here he is describing those first few moments after the crash to News 12 New Jersey's Karen Lee.
The lights dimmed, you felt the train rock, and it was a blur from there. We were tossed all about the cabin. I believe, or it felt like we were in the last car. My fiance Courtney and I. She was on the window seat. I was in the aisle. It felt as though our train did, in fact, hit the right side onto the ground, and I guess in the mix came back upright. At least that's, again, what it felt like. We were tossed. She's my #1 priority, so I never, watching my hand go around her, I pulled her in and tried to get in between the seats, just so I had her off of the window, and we had some security between the seats. Train stopped. Did a quick check. Checked her. So we're good to go. We got to get out of here. I went right to the main rear door. We started forcing that open. Myself and another passenger. I wish I knew his name. We got that door open. A couple of passengers jumped out. I handed Courtney off to that passenger who helped me open the door. We got out. I brought her away from the scene. There was wiring down and debris everywhere. Debris everywhere. So I got her to a safe spot. Called 911. Explained to them, I think I said, I need everything. I need everything you have. There's a massive train derailment, multiple injuries. I need everything. Got off the phone with her. I grabbed the conductor. He was still very shaken, trying to, I guess, gather himself. I said, I identified myself as a police officer. I said, I need a flashlight and a tool. Is there a tool cabinet on the train? Towards the end, I didn't know if there, I said, I need a tool and a flashlight. He said, I have a flashlight. Gave me his flashlight. I said, help me in. I jumped in. With his assistance, I went into the cabin of the train, the last car, went through and started assisting passengers out of that rear car. I remember taking one girl. I said, unfortunately, hon, I said, we have to leave your bag here. I said, you're not going to be able to fit through some of the way the aisles are from here through the next car. I said, but we have to go. We have to go. I told her, I said, you're going to be good. I have you. We're on our way out. We're going to get you.
She's freaking out.
Yeah, she not even really talking much. Not even really talking much. Just I was white.
Much more to come from that interview tonight at 5, including Officer Keane telling you why he hates being called a hero. I've got a feeling he may have to get used to that. Well, stay with news. Now, also some tales of heroism coming out of this. A cop from Lyndhurst who was on board Amtrak 188 when it derailed gives his first on-camera interview to News 12 New Jersey. Mike Keane is also a volunteer firefighter, and some heroic instincts immediately kicked in. Here he is describing those first few moments after the crash to News 12 New Jersey's Karen Lee.
So initially, though, when you're going through these two cars, there's no other emergency worker there. You're it.
I was it. As far as I know, I was it.
And now you mentioned the conductor and you brought him out. What kind of state was he in? Was he really hurt? Did you have to help him?
He was leaving the car simultaneously with everybody else. On that first, he was in the back of the train, right? He was in the rear vestibule of the last car. So that first 5 to 8 people, I guess okay, we're right here. We're right at the, we kind of all piled out together and, just helping who we could. But he was, very shaken, and there was definitely some injury. I couldn't tell, the extent of his injury, and that's the last I saw him is when he handed me the flashlight.
Obviously, so many different skill sets are kicking in. Not only are you a police officer, you're a volunteer firefighter. Yes. But this was all kind of just second nature to you, right? It's not like you had,
Time to
talk
go to
to
work.
us about that.
Again, I got out of the train. Courtney is my number one. That's my priority. Again, do the pat down check. We're ready to rock. Let's go. Got her out. Called 911, and just like any good first responder would do, you know, size up at the scene. What do I have? Now I have to go to work, and that's the only thing that I guess you could say crossed my mind was, all right, it's work. We find work. Let's go to work. What do I have? You know, what's on the outside? That car is over here, and just kind of doing a quick layout. These cars look pretty stable. Time to go to work. That's all really that went through my mind was go to work.
People are calling you a hero.
No.
Oh, no.
No. Not at all. That's a word. I don't. I'm not a hero. I'm just fortunate enough to serve in a family of blue full of heroes. That's all it is. I'm one of thousands who go out there every day. That's why we're put on this earth.
All right, much more to come throughout the afternoon from Officer Keane, although he, as you heard there, he's not a big fan of being called a hero. He may have to get used to that title as well. All right, stay with News 12.